When I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I didn't know what depression was. I had never heard of anxiety before, because these aren't things that you usually teach elementary school age students. These aren't things that you usually teach middle school or high school age students either. We have anti-bullying rules and guidance counselors, but how often do you hear about students being taught the symptoms of mental illness and how to handle them? The scary truth is that 1 out of every 5 youth will struggle with a mental illness at some point in their life. The even scarier truth is that 80% of the students that are diagnosed with mental illnesses will never receive proper treatment. Our schools are supposed to feel safe, almost like a second home where we learn about math, science, and history. And when we go back to our first homes, that's when we're supposed to learn about more sensitive things, like how to deal with sadness, and how to deal with anger, and how to deal with more serious things, like depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and social anxiety. But how can we simply assume that parents are teaching their children these things? How can we assume that a child struggling with depression is going to go home and learn that what they're feeling is normal and that they can get help? We as students are told, if you see something, say something. But what if we see something in our friends? Or what if we see something in ourselves? Or what if we don't see anything at all because we don't know what to be looking for? This is exactly why schools should be teaching students what mental illness looks like, what it feels like, and why it needs attention. In December of 2016, BBC launched a new program in the UK called Quest Ed, in which it provides primary school students with resources and videos breaking down the symptoms of common mental illnesses that they might struggle with in their life. These films, each 4 to 5 minutes in length, also provide children with information on how to cope with issues they may be struggling with. The program is not only meant to teach children how to help themselves, but also how to help their friends and recognize symptoms and signs of mental illness. By understanding the symptoms and signs of another student who is struggling with poor mental health, students should also understand the importance of reporting concerns to a teacher or adult. 90% of suicides are committed by people struggling with mental disorders. 59% of school shootings are committed by people with diagnosed mental illnesses. There is a clear correlation between violence in schools and mental illness. The first step to preventing these mental health-related tragedies is teaching children and adults alike the importance of paying closer attention to themselves and those around them. Thank you.